work we do. So this lesson is about, it tells us different kinds of work that people do to earn money. In this picture you can see a post office. Near the post office you can see a lady which is cleaning. That is a janitor. And there is a tea stall where a man is preparing tea for everybody. And this is a picture of a whole community. But what is a community? A community is a group of people living in the same place. It is your neighborhood. In a community, different people do different kinds of work to help each other and make others' lives easy. A person who helps the community to make our lives easy is called a community helper. Let's go ahead to a group of community helpers. And these are some community helpers. Here is a police officer. A police officer gives us safety and protection. When we are in an emergency and we call to the police officer immediately comes to help us. Next is a firefighter. A firefighter puts off fire in emergencies. When there is a fire and you call to a firefighter, he immediately comes and puts off the fire. Next is a janitor. Janitor helps us with different household work. Janitor cleans and sweeps the floor. Next is a housemaid. Housemaid helps us in the kitchen with the process of cooking. The lady who helps our mother in the kitchen while cooking. Next is a driver. Driver helps us by driving to different places. A driver drives a bus, a car, or any other vehicle. Next, let's go to the Corona warriors. Nowadays, because of COVID-19, some people are helping us a lot. Like a nurse, doctor, policeman. These people are helping us nowadays. We should never forget them. Next, let's go to our occupation. Occupation is any job done to earn money. Here are a group of occupations. First is a barber. A barber helps us trim our hair. Next is a milkman. Milkman delivers milk to our houses. Next is a goldsmith. A goldsmith prepares ornaments using gold. Next is a carpenter. A carpenter works with wood. Next is a cobbler. A cobbler mends our shoes. Next, let's go to unusual occupations. Here are examples of unusual occupation. But what is unusual occupations? Unusual occupations means a kind of job which is not commonly picked by people. It is unusual because it might be dangerous and it may need some special skill or training to do the job. Here are some examples of unusual occupation. First is a scuba diver. A scuba diver does scuba diving. Next is a snake charmer. A snake charmer shows us dancing snakes while he plays the flute for entertainment. Next is a magician. A magician shows us magic to entertain. Next is the aquarist. Aquarist is a caretaker of the fish in the ocean. Next is a cartoon mascot. Cartoon mascots wear costumes of cartoons. Next is a pet trainer. A pet trainer trains pets. Now let's go to some traditional occupations in India. These are the traditional occupations in India. Traditional occupation means activities that people do since a very long time to make money and make our lives comfortable. Here are some examples of traditional occupations. First is farming. Farming, it is an activity of growing and harvesting crops to obtain food. Farming is a very important traditional occupation. It helps because we can't live without food, and it helps us obtain food. Next is pottery. Pottery, it is an activity of making pots using clay. Earthen pots have such nice qualities. The food cooked in it has minerals, and earthen pots make the food tasty. We can use the earthen pots as a water cooler. When we store water in the earthen pot, it makes the water cool. Next is dairy farming. Dairy farming, it is an activity of raising animals to get milk, meat, etc. In dairy farming, we have chickens, cows, and many other animals. Next is weaving. It is an activity of making clothes by interlacing yarn. Weaving is really important because we get clothes by weaving. If people don't weave for us, we won't have clothes. Nobody can live without clothes. Next is fishing. It is an activity of harvesting fish to sell or eat. The fish has D vitamin and is healthy. Next we are going to mining. Mining is the process of taking metals and minerals from the ground. Activity. People dig mines to get diamonds, coal, silver, salt, and many other materials. My grandpa does mine. He mines for coals underground. One more thing. We should respect all of the community helpers who help us in our daily lives. We should be respectful to them. We can't imagine a day without the community helpers. They help us in many things. Like a weaver weaves clothes for us. We can't live with a weaver because we can't live without clothes. And a milkman. Milk helps us be strong. And a farmer does a great thing too. Without food, we can't live. So we should respect. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.